Hey guys, sorry about the angle of the camera, but right now I am using my iPhone because I just don't feel like getting my camera out, my tripod, and all that good stuff, and this is much quicker for me. Anywho, I want to share with you guys some more of these cameos that I made. And actually, what I was thinking about was that these remind me of Webster's Pages cameos. How they use the really cute bright colors to produce their cameos that you can buy from there. But this, again, is just the Martha Stewart paper clay that I just mixed the colors to produce these other colors. So I kind of went over a little bit about what the Martha Stewart clay is. It comes in, the kit that I bought was the Heirloom kit, and it had the white, the red, the yellow, the blue, and the brown. And you use all of these primary colors and the brown, the secondary color, in order to make other secondary colors, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a two-tone rose for you guys, a two-tone cameo, similar to what I made there. And all I'm doing is just rolling this clay in my hand and making a little ball. This is the little ball that I made. And this is actually enough clay to go down inside of this cameo, okay? So I'm going to start off having just a white rose, which is going to be this part right here. So that part is going to be white. These are still actually wet because I just did those a little while ago. And so what you're going to do is just knead the clay just a tad bit, and then you're going to drop it down inside of the cameo or whatever mold you're using, and you're going to spread it out to where you need it to be. And this part doesn't have to be that thick because it's just the white flower that's going to be on the front. It's just the color of the flower. So that is about it, guys, for that part. And we can actually take that out. You can actually use that on a project and not even produce the whole cameo. Just make sure that you're getting the clay all the way to the ends, and then you're wiping the clay back into the middle, okay? That's what you're going to do. And you're trying to make sure that you don't see any of the mold kind of showing through, because then that would mean that your clay is going to kind of bulge through the holes, and you don't want that. So no holes in there. And I'm going to just make sure that it's all the way to the edges in here. So that's that part. So the next part to do is the mixing part. And so we'll make the background of this. We'll make it, let's see, I have a white one. So let's make it yellow. Let's make the background yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to get enough of this white clay to make, to form the background, which is about this much, okay? Then in order to make, what color background did we say? Did we say a yellow background? So I don't want it to be as dark yellow as the Martha Stewart yellow, which is this one here. I don't want it to be this dark. So what you do is you just take a little pinch, just that much. There's some in my nail, but just that much of the yellow, and that's probably even too much, to this much white, okay? And what I do is I just kind of push it down in there, and then you just knead it. And kneading it means you're pulling at it, you're rolling it around, and you're actually mixing the colors. And it's very therapeutic. It feels good. And it's just you mixing up this clay, okay? And this is a paper clay, so you have to be really careful that you don't leave it out overnight because it will dry out. As you can see with the red over here, I have this sitting underneath a paper towel because, the colors can dry out quickly, and then that means that it's pretty much no more good. You can't use it. And sorry about my nails, guys. I took my polish off earlier and have not repainted them yet. But anyway, you guys are here for the tutorial and not for my nails. So I kind of got that color, the consistency that I want. And you can tell once you got it really good and mixed because you won't see any more of those white streaks or yellow streaks going through it. So this is pretty much good. So what I'm going to do is just roll it into a ball, same way I did the white. And what I'm going to do, smash it a little bit, make sure that it's a flat surface right there, and I'm just going to put it on top. And so now what I'm going to do is just fill the rest of the mold up with that yellow clay. And what I want to make sure of is that there's enough clay in here to cover the entire mold. I don't want any little open peeking spots, like, you know, I can see right here that the mold is peeking through. I don't want that, because I don't want my little piece to fall apart, and I don't want any holes in it. I want it to be consistent all the way around. So right now all I'm doing is just pushing it back to the middle, okay? And making sure that all the edges are covered good, but also pushing it back towards the middle and moving it around to those edges to make sure that the edges are nicely covered. And then you just push it away from the edges, okay? And what you're doing is just making sure that when it's time to release, that it will come off of the mold with no problem. So I think I just about got it the way I want it. And so now all I will have to do, wait a minute, I'm just trying to cover this a little bit more because it looked like the blue was coming through. But that's about it. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting prepared to release this. So I'm just rubbing my finger across it, kind of firm but kind of light as well, just to not really move the clay, but move it off of the sides of the mold. And as you can see, as I'm just bending this, this is trying to pop up out of there, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want to have to pull at it. You don't want to have to tug it. You want it to come right out of the mold by itself. And that is exactly what it did. So this is my little cameo, guys. And that's how easy it is to work with that Martha Stewart clay. I mean, it's absolutely very easy. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. One thing I will say is that these do shrink down just a little bit, not much, but they do shrink down. This was a purple, like lavender and white one that I made. And I also made, let's see, I also made this little fountain. I thought that was really cute. This was out of another mold that I actually made of another little embellishment that I had. And I even made the little birds to go with this. So I thought that was really cute. The only thing is I did mess up and smushed it too much in here, and that's why you see the white kind of bleeding through. I should have used a lot less white, but I still like it. It's really cute. So if you guys have any questions about what I did and how I did it, as you can see, it is just that easy to do. Very, very simple. I'm going to pick this up for a minute. Sorry, guys. But it's just that easy to do. Just like that. Okay? So any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll answer them as soon as I possibly can. Take care. Bye.